Welcome to DVC Alumni, where every story inspires the next. The official podcast of the Diablo Valley College Alumni Association. As we celebrate 75 years of DVC's impact on education, careers, and community, we're honored to share the incredible journeys of alumni who've transformed their time on our vibrant campus into meaningful careers, community contributions, and personal success. Each Tuesday, we spotlight DVC alumni, from first-generation graduates to entrepreneurs, educators, and leaders who share the triumphs, challenges, and pivotal moments that shaped their lives. And on Thursdays, it's Resource Thursday. We dive into the programs, departments, and services that make DVC the supportive, dynamic community it is, exploring how they serve students and how you can connect with them. Whether you're a current student, recent graduate, or longtime alum, join us as we honor DVC's legacy and discover how our past continues to inspire the future. Thank you for being part of this journey. Be sure to tune in, subscribe, and celebrate with us. DVC Alumni, where every story inspires the next. And now, join our host, Alumni Manager, Charlie Daly.
And we are live. And why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hey everybody, my name is Jay Gima. I'm a political science major here at Diablo Valley College and excited to, eventually take my talents forward and pursue the community. I am 21 years old. I've been in California for all my life, and I'm really passionate about sports like volleyball, soccer, and basketball, and also public speaking and things like that to that nature, and really advocating for mental health and physical health along with that. So yeah, it's a little bit about myself.
Cool. And I know the main reason we're talking today, and this is kind of like new kind of a podcast series that I'm working on here, which is clubs. And because like we did the cheese club, which was very popular because it's weird. And now I want to talk a little bit about the club that you just formed, which I think is very interesting because it's, and so you came from the Toastmaster world.
Yes.
So you had experience with that club, and now you're starting a club, and talk to us a little bit about what that club is.
Yeah, so the club that I've co-founded and started at this campus is called the South Asian Student Alliance, or SASA. I did come from the Toastmasters world along with PBL and some other clubs like that. And I came from that world, took my knowledge, and wanted to form our own and really share it to DVC community as a whole. And so the club is South Asian Student Alliance. We culminate from multiple countries, including India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Maldives, Bhutan, many more in that region, kind of that region of countries. And we're just trying to bring that culture to this campus. I've been here for 2-3 years in student life, as it may, and I've seen a lot of different things. I've been part of soccer team here on campus, women's soccer team. I've been a part of speech and debate. Our speech and debate team has been part of our club, student government, and I've seen lots of different people. And the one thing I've noticed is that there's not really a presence of people who come from South Asia. They're on the campus, both in San Ramon and Pleasant Hill, but they don't really have a community per se. And so in the past couple of years, I've seen new clubs form, like the African Student Association, the ISC, Japanese Student Association. These culture clubs form, and I kind of wanted to join and do my own version of that. And so that's why we're here to, bring some food, bring some culture, some music, some dance, and also just maybe share a little history too. For example, we plan to talk about the partition. It's a very recent thing that happened between Pakistan and India, and I want to.
Well, that's recent in history, but not recent. You and I were not there when it happened. So
yes, but it is a very recent thing that happened. Both countries formed their independence recently, and it's something that most people aren't aware of, don't know the history of. So that's something we're planning to do. Another big event we're doing end of this month, November 15th, is a big dance with 2 other clubs. It's going to be in the Commons Friday, November 15th. It's a Friday. That's a big dance. We're going to have some good food, some fun stuff, some dances. It'll be fun. So events and activities like that where we really share our culture. And this is a club that was really in the makings for 2 years. It was supposed to happen a year ago. We had an advisor and everything, and then we just our board got way too busy. And at that point, I was going to be the vice president. Now I'm the president and also co-founder of this club. So it's something I'm really passionate about, and hopefully it'll stay for years to come. So yeah.
Well, and it's like I could see where it's like having a broader presence because, for instance, the Afghan club, I can see them being more united by kind of the trauma of that particular region. But just the kind of the broader area is like there's a ton of culture, and it's not all the same. It's not a monoculture by any stretch of the imagination. Well, first of all, there's more people live there than oh my gosh, I think even than China. So it's just, and it's an up and coming powerhouse as far as an economy goes and manufacturing. And I mean, it is going to be the next United States type of thing as far as the power of the economy.
Definitely. I mean, if you were to go back in time before the 1940s, if you were to include all of that as one, the population standpoint is the same as China, if not more. And so that scale of people in that, region is just huge. And, there are differences in terms of religion, in terms of how cultures operate, but there are similarities too when it comes to certain foods, when it comes to dresses and the way people dress, things like that. Even languages are somewhat similar too. There's like a bunch of languages in that area, but there are similar languages too in terms of the way they're practiced. And so for me personally, my background, I personally was born and raised here in the U.S. in the United States in California. And that's the situation for being the president of this club, because most of the people who are maybe from that area are international students, and so taking their experiences and combining them with my own and my visions is kind of a similar, interesting, unique experience. So yeah.
Do you see it as kind of a, I don't want to say a process of assimilation, but it's more of a process of familiarity? Because the thing is I know that compared to when I was a kid, which was way too long ago to even, I don't even want to say, but it's like these were spots on a map. I mean, when I was growing up, I had a map that said Siam on it. So it was very old and very, but the thing is I look at it as like an opportunity to get exposed to, one amazing, delicious food. I just got to say, oh man. Well, it's just, and again, it's like this amazing culture and taste and smell and just and
colors,
everything. And it's like, do you view it more as a chance for everybody to get to know each other from that region, and then also for us not from that region to like become more familiar with what's going on there?
Yeah, I think, growing up in this country in, the past 20 years, I think I grew up, especially in California, I grew accustomed to more South American culture, and Mexican culture especially, because we're right here near the border, right? And so, one, I enjoy learning that process, of course, not being from that area. And so I view starting this club as a similar process to that. Obviously, here in Martinez, there's a lot of South Americans and Spanish people, Mexican people, and so they have a huge community, right? And so I want to create something like that, whether it be here on this campus or on the San Ramon campus, something like that. And so that's kind of my angle. Yes, every culture, no matter what country you're in, matter of fact, you have to assimilate to some capacity just to fit in and to feel welcome, right? That's going to happen inevitably, but also part of that process when you're first or second generation is also losing part of yourself. And so even me, I'm a second generation Indian American. I feel like I've lost something that maybe I shouldn't have lost, right? And so I want to kind of, in a sense, refine myself, but also help my peers also, make sure they keep their grounds. And part of that process is also sharing with others so that they feel comfortable, one, knowing about who we are, and also, wanting to know more and feeling happy about, because I'm happy to learn about other people's cultures too, but I want to also share mine. It's a whole sharing type of thing, and also feeling that our voices aren't being silenced, feeling like we're being heard type of thing, right? So that's really why this club is here and created, and yeah.
Okay. So it's an opportunity for, part of it is to kind of recapture the cultural touch that you feel like you've lost, and then also for others to kind of like bring what they have to the table, and
bring theirs, and also learn about ours as well. Yeah. Right. It's we're all one community. It's obviously it's community college, and so we're trying to help and support each other, and also make sure that we also feel like we're being heard too.
Cool. So where do you think? I don't know why you went with that one, but where can people reach out and find out more about the club?
Of course, yeah. So our general meetings are Mondays, 5 to 6 in Math 101. That's subject to change, obviously, but that's where we're currently meeting right now. You can follow us on Instagram at DVC SASA, and also we have a link tree, we have a WhatsApp group too, DVC Sync page too as well. But the main point of contact is DVC SASA on Instagram. We love to, hear from you, get ideas, and get feedback, and also share some of your thoughts. You can also reach out to me. My name is Jay Gima. My email is jaygima@gmail.com if you want to reach out to me personally. But yeah, that's where you can reach us and learn more.
Cool.
Stay tuned.
And we'll put this information in the show notes. So look at the bottom of the page, and if there was, but yeah, that way people can reach out. And like I said, we'll get this out on LinkedIn and stuff like that. And you said the event was in the Commons on November 15th?
Yeah, so the main event that we're doing with 2 other clubs is November 15th. It's a Friday, 5 to 9. We also have other clubs coming with other clubs.
Oh.
One I mentioned, ASA, is this Friday. But we have other clubs coming. Another big one is one with the Muslim Student Union. We're joining with them, and they're having a guest speaker come speak about Palestine.
Oh, wow.
So we're joining them, just kind of showing support, really. So I'm a big thing that I love doing, considering the fact that we have over 80 clubs on this campus.
Yeah.
Is it's support. We can't, yes, we're all here as one club, but also there's 80 clubs on campus, and there's 4 or 5 days a week. Like no person's going to go to 80 clubs. So I'm in huge support of collaborating with other clubs, really just to, make sure that both clubs are being heard and also, being shown and recognized. And so I'm a huge fan of 2, if not even maybe more, doing just a huge event and collaborating with other clubs, really, and just having a grand old time. So that event with MSU is supposed to have at least maybe 2 or 3 other clubs as well, which is going to be great.
Good.
So that's a couple events coming up. That's the 19th, I believe. That's a Tuesday from 5 to 9 p.m. or 6 to 9 p.m. I believe it's going to be here. Sorry, at the Pleasant Hill campus, but I'm not too sure. So stay tuned to follow for updates. But yeah.
Cool. And I am a big believer in collaboration anyways. I think the worst strategy is to say this is my island only.
Of course.
And it's just like I'm more of a, we each get to share the island. So it sounds like it's going to be a winning strategy. Well, thank you very much. And like I said, we'll put all this information in the show notes, and more to follow.
Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate the opportunity to come and share my club too. Well, appreciate it.
You bet. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to DVC Alumni, where every story inspires the next. The official podcast of the Diablo Valley College Alumni Association, celebrating 75 years of DVC's incredible impact on education, careers, and community. We hope today's episode gave you valuable insights into the journeys of our alumni and the powerful resources available at DVC. Don't forget to join us every Tuesday for inspiring alumni stories, and on Resource Thursdays, where we spotlight DVC's departments and services, showing you how they're shaping student success. Until next time, keep pushing boundaries and exploring the connections that make DVC's legacy so special. And remember, DVC Alumni, where every story inspires the next.